New York niggas sounding like South niggas. If we was all slaves, there'd probably be house niggas. Bainbridge boys, so you know what I'm about, nigga. I don't give a fuck what come out my mouth, nigga. They'll follow you home and take you out, nigga. So every time I go home, I switch my route, nigga. Walk up in your office and pound you out, nigga. Do you like Puff Daddy did that Steve Stout, nigga? Rappers stealing my songs like I'm some slouch, nigga. Rewording my shit and putting it out, nigga. You owe me a check. I know how to count, nigga. Next time you on the radio, I want to shout out, nigga. Yeah, my fitted arched. I cut your crack up with your silverware if it's sharp. I won't shoot if it's innocent people in the park. Don't judge me, judge a man by what's in his heart. He's somewhat of a shooter if he let his biscuit bark, but he ain't a marksman if he can't hit his mark. These rappers can't see me, but still they sense my art. They react or follow my moves. I swim with sharks. Feds tracing your calls, so you having wicked thoughts. You scared to do it big, but you ain't scared to talk. Snitches don't live too long up in New York, so either get traced in or traced in chalk.
What's up, folks? Permanent Patriot here. Checking out some future weapons at the moment, but we'll be getting into vehicles shortly. But I just thought this was very interesting to share immediately because this is real cool stuff. Future tech of semi-tractor trailers. Big shout to my man Louis. I know you're gonna love this one. So you just, come to Bang, type in future semis, and there's, plethora of freaking vehicles and stuff you can go through. I guess I'll get to it in another video. But what I just wanted to show you some of the concepts that they got here, especially the oil tankers. For instance, they plan on having these as robot cars, robot vehicles, but they've also got a condensed bladder in the tank system. In other words, if the tank were to tip over or might have a chance of explosion, that would really help out. So we'll be getting into that soon. Just show you some cool designs of all these vehicles that they have. And let's give it up for the truck drivers. If it wasn't for them, America wouldn't be having shit. Neither would anybody else in the world. This is how our daily products are moved. People owe these drivers a huge debt of gratitude. You certainly don't want a fucking robot doing their job. Taking a look at projected Walmart trucks for, I believe the release date is 2025, somewhere around there. And of course, Walmart's gonna come out with this shit first. You see the front end here, how that looks. Very nice and sleek. Okay, so get to how this works here in the cockpit. Sit in the middle, and instead of rear view mirrors, you have LED screens on either side. So no more coming out during the winter time and your mirrors are frozen, your windows are frozen, you can't see out of them, scraping them off, all that crap. High tech here. And the same thing with the gears. No more 16, 18, 20 gears. No. Just very easy dial-up display right here. Heads-up display pretty much. Seat warmers, you name it. All you truckers know all the good qualities that come with driving a truck like that. Hydraulic seats and stuff like that. And as far as Walmart, anyways, they'll also have these lighted LED displays on the backs of their truck. And I'm assuming since they can do this, they would also go on the sides of the truck. But you can do all sorts of things with it. For instance, if you wanted to cross the divided line, the truck's going a little too slow, it will show you what is in front of the truck. It can also show you different ads with whatever the store wants to display, you know. So some pretty cool stuff involving vehicles, especially trucks and flying cars, you name it. We're going to be getting into that at a little bit later time. Right now we're checking out over on Business Insider. Now I've already done videos on this stuff, but pretty much what it is stuff that's already out. So if you come over to Business Insider and look up the tech stuff, let's start out with this here. 10 weapons of the future that are being developed right now. Like I said, a lot of these are already developed. And this is just a quick synopsis of it. This isn't even... I mean, if you folks think you've seen anything, this isn't anywhere near what they're actually telling you right now. Aurora Excalibur is an unmanned drone that operates with a vertical takeoff and landing. It can reach speeds of 460 miles per hour and carry missiles on board to shoot. The aircraft can do all of this with a remote control. Successfully tested in June of 2009. They've already got them out. And that's how they do their drone strikes. Like you're playing a fucking game. XM-25 grenade launcher. Capable of firing up to 25 grenades any distance. Can be predetermined and programmed by the user. Again, they've already got this out. It's been out for years. If you've been in the military, you already know that. And next, let's take a look at Helids. DARPA is developing a future of laser weapons known as Helids, high-energy liquid laser area defense system. The goal of this laser system is to be compact enough to fit on board of a tactical aircraft without affecting mission performance. The lasers would be powerful enough to shoot down rockets, missiles, and artillery shells. And again, they've already got them. Folks, they don't come out with any of this stuff until they've done years and years of research on it to see exactly what they can do with it. So this shit has been out for many, many years. In fact, laser beams are kind of yesterday's news in the military. A lot of people don't use them anymore. They're way ahead of that. The only thing they use them for is microwave or particle beam weapons. And that's it. Metaflex Future Camouflage. Now, this was developed by Japanese scientists many years ago. You can even see some of it on the History Channel. Scientists in Scotland are working on advancing camouflage by creating a material called Metaflex. You can click on the link and see all about it. This material acts as a Harry Potter-esque invisible cloak. The wearer appears invisible because the Metaflex material bends light as it hits the surface. And it says the cloaks are being tested this year and could potentially be used as a defense weapon. Well, no, they're not being tested this year. Actually, they've already been used in combat and have been being used in combat. And here it is right here. You're going to notice a gentleman come over from this right side here, run up onto the tank, and although they think they may have seen something, keep in mind this is when it just came out. And this was shot, this is video shot by a terrorist group that had this place under surveillance because they had placed a roadside bomb there, which is why this tank is immobile and this wall is missing. But yeah, anyways, you'll see the guy come out from over here, jump on the tank. They know something's going on, but even looking right at the fucking guy, you can't see him. Imagine what this could do for, and that's exactly what they mean by a defense weapon. Okay, it could also be offensive. Which is, take a look. Okay, this is in Iraq. See him come over here. This was gave out to Al Jazeera News, and you can clearly see the guy. Okay, in case you missed it. Comes out. There he is. Okay, now they heard something. Here they come to investigate. They look right at him. Don't even fucking see him. Okay? Yesterday's fucking news. Moving on. Free electron laser. Navy's in the process of designing another laser system to shoot down rockets and missiles that may attack its ships. There are endless uses for the laser when it's not shooting down enemy fire, such as a tracker, sensor, information exchange, which is what they use with the NSA right now, and target designation, among others. Again, preliminary design is completed in March. They don't tell you the actual dates they completed this stuff or how far along they are with it. So just completely ignore any dates that you see. Okay? Most of this shit is already drawn up and out. And we get into that in a minute with the Chinese weapons. Railgun. U.S. military tested a version of a railgun in the spring of 2008. Can accelerate projectiles. CERN. C-E-R-N. Okay, we'll look into that in another video. But if you follow my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where they blast particles into each other at high speeds. And like I said, we'll get into it. 2.4 kilometers a second, 7 times the speed of sound. A perfected version is expected between 2020 and 2025. Moving on. Biodesign synthetic organisms. Again, DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, putting $6 million into a project to create microorganisms that can ultimately be programmed to live indefinitely. These microorganisms would contain molecules that help resistance of death and could also be killed by users with the flick of a switch. Another video that we'll be getting into. And here it is, what I was talking about earlier, Chinese kill weapon. Chinese Navy, if you don't know, has just made the world's largest aircraft carrier in history. And they're developing a kill weapon, which will have the ability to target and destroy moving aircraft carriers. The anti-ship ballistic missile could strike vessels at a range of 2,000 kilometers. The missile's odds of evading radar systems are increased because of the maneuverability, making the flight path unpredictable and the low signature radar. And it says debut date unknown, which is, if you look up any Chinese technology, that's exactly what you're going to get. They will not tell you when they're coming out with shit, but I can guarantee you, if they're telling you this information here, they've already got it. And moving on. Hybrid insect MEMS. And again, this comes from number 7 or number 6 in the list that we just went through here. And they're doing this with all sorts of insects, including mosquitoes. Okay, HiMEMS is part insect, part machine. First, a micro-mechanical system is placed inside the insect during early stages of metamorphosis, usually on the brain sensors, and the bugs operate similarly to a remote control car. The goal is to be able to control the bug's movement and location through the implanted microsystem used for gathering information using its sensors, such as a microphone or a gas detector. Okay, what they do is, take one of these HiMEMS, put it in the brain sensors of any animal, and they can literally tell you or the animal to go left or right or just exactly what to do. Okay? Been talking about this shit for years, and motherfuckers think I'm crazy. Look how fucking crazy I am. And this is nothing. I ain't even started getting into this shit. I'm just fucking showing you synopsises of this stuff. Dread Silent Weapon System. Again, U.S. Navy already has this, as well as the Air Force. Dread Silent Weapon System has the ability to shoot off 120,000 rounds per minute, making a Gatling gun look like a fucking toy. And the gun runs fully on electrical energy, not gunpowder, which means no recoil, no sound, no heat, and of course, no debut date. Okay? Just a little bit of some new tech news. You can check it out over here on businessinsider.com. You can also go and check out some stuff over on techradar.com. But folks, this is nothing. It's not even scratching the surface of some of the shit that they got. And next we're going to be getting into vehicles, flying cars, the semis, you name it. Going through the whole list of it. Future everything. So, stay tuned. That's it for now. God bless and carry on.